Hi Cancers, this is going to be your reading for May 2025. I hope everyone is having a nice day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder that these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings is I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to traditional tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. If I pause for any moment, it's just me trying to find the energy or feel the energy of the cards, so I appreciate your patience there. All right, let's get into it. So your message this month is Mother, Father, God. Your message. You are connected to the power of creation, and at this time, your spiritual parent is enveloping you in their incredible love and filling you with divine energy and inspiration to help you move forward. This card is a message directly from the heart of God and is telling you that you are significant and precious. You are loved beyond measure, and the creative power is proud of you. You're being encouraged to have faith and know that anything is possible for you. No matter what you may have been going through, you're always connected to the source of creation. Your angel guide is encouraging you to remember this now. This card is one of healing and wholeness. Whatever stories you may have heard about God being judgmental must be washed away. Divine energy could never hold a grudge against you, for you are the extension of its love, and the power and presence of the Creator are not only with you, but within you. If you have ever felt that you aren't good enough, that you are being judged, or you haven't been the best that you can be, know that you are forgiven. Angels are with you today to help you create a healing wave between you and your divine parent. This card also brings the possibility of a parental healing. If you would like to clear up difficult energies between you and your parents or ancestors, know that angels are ready to help. They are guiding you to see the world through the eyes of Mother, Father, God, and to remember that love can heal everything. All right, let's take a look here, Cancer. That's your cards for this month. All right. For my Cancers. Feels like it's going to be, Cancers, a very heavy relationship month for you for May. It feels like it's going to be maybe questions about our relationships to people. Relationships are going to be the main focus. We have the Lovers and the Two of Cups coming out in the same reading. Now they're a little bit farther down here, but it's coming out in the same reading, so it's definitely telling me that had something about relationships is coming through. Our relationships to people, our current relationships, what we want out of a relationship, that's all coming into play in this reading for you here, okay? I have the Two of Wands here, and I have, the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands here. Okay, this is definite energy of going back to the drawing board, of starting over for something, understanding that our ships aren't coming in with what we are doing now here. So there is this kind of big starting over energy for you, maybe within your relationships, how you deal with relationships, how you start relationships, what you want out of relationships. Again, it feels like there's this kind of big moment for you of being like, okay, I need to do a do-over. I need to start from scratch here with something. Or maybe if this is like a current relationship you are in right now, like a romantic relationship, you're like, okay, we just got to put everything on the table and we kind of got to start from scratch here because what we're doing now is just not working for us. Okay, Cancer, so I feel like that's something coming into play for you. I have the Judgment card in reverse here, and when the Judgment card is in reverse, it means we're making an error in judgment about something. So whether that's the way you view relationships here, maybe it's reviewing this situation of starting over, how you're kind of perceiving it, how you are kind of seeing it here for yourself, is going to be kind of really important because there's some kind of error in judgment for you in that, and that's a really important thing to remember. I have the Tower Tower card in reverse, which means there's some kind of mini lesson here for you. Mini lesson of, you know, maybe I should have done that instead, or now I see, I maybe should be focusing on this part of a relationship more, or I need to really work on this in my relationships because it's becoming something of a problem here, okay? And so the Tower of the reverse is not this big change. It's almost like seeing the crack in the foundation, fixing it, working on it before the whole tower crumbles, right? It's like seeing a leak and it's like, oh, I see that leak is happening. I'm going to fix it now instead of waiting for it to get worse and bigger and erode and then finally all collapse here. So there's something that you were kind of really being proactive about starting over in your relationships. It could be as something as small as being like, you know what, I'm going to go on dates with people that I don't usually go on dates with. I'm going to kind of focus my energy on more of the emotional aspects I want in a relationship. I'm going to just be a lot more honest in my relationships. Whatever it is here, I feel like that is all coming into play in the month of May for you. Okay, it's going to be how we deal with relationships, what we're starting over within our relationships to kind of build them stronger here, okay? The Lover's card is coming out, Gemini energy. You also have the Two of Cups right after here. So it's, again, big saying about partnerships right now are going to be really important in the month of May for you, okay? You might have some kind of confusion about them because I do have the Seven of Cups here coming out, but I do have Hermit energy here as well. Some of you might be like, oh, I need to be alone for a little bit. I need to hermit myself, or I need to really go within here to figure it out what it is that I truly want from my relationships, what it is that I need to work on internally in my relationships here as well, Cancer, okay? But it feels like with this Mother, Father, God, it feels like something that you want to manifest in for your relationships or your love here. It's interesting, though. We have one card coming out sideways, and anytime a card comes out sideways in my readings, the energy can go either way, and it's about personal choice. So it's the Four of Cups, and what's interesting about the Four of Cups is when it's upright, actually what this person is focusing on these three cups here, and they're not seeing the universe bringing in this fourth cup, bringing in a solution to their problem, because they're so fixated on these three cups or on the situation that they're hyper fixated on. When it's in the reversed here, the Four of Cups, we're kind of seeing that the universe is kind of leading us in the right direction, or we're having our eyes open to other possibilities here. And I think that's what they're asking you as well. Keep your eyes open for other possibilities, other things to arise. Because if we're so fixated on one thing to work, one thing to kind of be the outcome that we want, it might not be the certain thing that's actually best for us here. So you are getting a redo, you are getting a start over energy, and just be optimistic about what is right for you will come in for you. What is not right for you will kind of move away or leave the situation behind, okay? Because whatever is meant for you will be meant for you here, and it's almost about trusting that a little bit more. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse, this kind of defeated energy, this kind of giving up energy here, and it's on the Five of Cups, which is this energy of kind of gratitude, which is nice. So it feels like there's almost this bit of surrender here for you in this month, of surrendering kind of what will be for you, surrendering this maybe redo, the start over, this thing that we are kind of working on here, because you are seeing that you do have kind of still drive, you do have purpose, even though you are sad about these three cups that have spilled over. You still have these two cups behind you here. You still have things in your life to be grateful for, to be happy about. And so it's like we're going to be focusing on that kind of gratitude in this situation. They're saying accountability here, Cancer, so I'm just going to put that out there. I don't know if you're holding someone else accountable or if you're holding yourself accountable in these situations, but I think a big focus for you in May as well is going to be accountability for either your actions or someone else's actions here, okay? Because again, it just feels like you are, like I said before, with this Tower moment in reverse, you are seeing the crack, you are seeing the problem, you're seeing what needs to be fixed, and you're kind of dealing with that. Queen of Cups, right? Energy of nurturing. This is the nurturing mother card. You see how intently she looks at this cup, right? She's putting all of her energy in it. This is about compassion. This is about nurture. So it feels like you might need to be compassionate about something. You might be need to nurture some energy, whether this be yourself right now. Nurture your emotions, care for yourself, even if maybe there is an error in judgment you made, something that didn't really work out. I have the Five of Pentacles here, which is this energy of feeling left out in the cold. This energy of kind of seeing something other. It sometimes can represent kind of jealousy here as well, because these people are cold outside, but they see this kind of lush Five of Pentacles on the inside, and they're just like, oh, I wish I had that, or I wish I was there. This can be kind of financial loss in a way. Maybe for some of you, you've got to realize you got to really hold on to your finances right now, because maybe you saw someone else going through a financial loss or something happened like that. So you're like, I got to be a little bit more smart and hold on to my finances so I don't get in this situation. Or maybe it's just hold on to kind of your values, hold on to things that kind of make sense for you here, Cancer, because you're maybe seeing that that's happening with some other people here. Or if you are kind of losing, you are losing work, you're just like, okay, I got to be a little bit better at my spending. I got to hold on to a little bit more money here, okay? I do have the Hangman in reverse, which is kind of energy of feeling impatient about something, or not allowing to sit in the energy of something for a while. So it's like almost like we have that kind of impatient, we want to be reactive right away. We want it to be fixed. We want it to be over. But they're asking you to be the opposite, to just sit in it a little bit here, okay? Think about things a little bit more. Take some time, comprehension, okay? And that's a message for you this month here as well. The Fool card in reverse, it feels like the end of the reading here, but it feels like a new beginning at the end of May for you. So it feels like whatever you are going through now, whatever this challenge we might be going through, or whatever this new beginning, this starting over kind of energy is for you, it's going to be kind of a fresh start. And it's like, okay, now today, this is where we start from. This is the beginning. So I feel like something is closing out in the month of May for you, and it's having to do with maybe your relationships, how you deal with your relationships, what you need to work on yourself and your own relationships here. And it's going to bring about something new at the end of the month for you, this kind of fresh start energy, whether that's within this kind of relationship you are dealing with, or with new relationships moving forward, okay? Feels like the end, but I just want to see if there's anything else that maybe they want to say for Cancers. No, they're done. No, it's done. All right, let me move on to Oracle for you. If your hard work is paying off. The Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wound. I'll read that for you here from the Starseed Oracle. Everything and nothing exists in the void. It's where all life begins and ends. It's winter in the womb, the fertile darkness where all things originate and all seeds grow. Comforting and intimidating, freeing and daunting. It can feel both overwhelmingly small and huge. The void is where faith lives. The message of the void is to surrender to the unknown, to allow the fertile darkness of nothingness to nourish the new seeds growing within you, regardless of whether you know what they will one day become. You're being called to surrender to the mystery of what's next, to rest, to allow the winter of your life to do the work for you, to hand over your control and trust that just because you can't see what's happening beneath the surface, it doesn't mean things are not at work. The greatest weaving happens when we find a way to surrender and trust that our life is being knitted for us, right beneath the surface, in ways known and unknowable. Now is the time to cultivate faith and allow deep, deep rest. The Hermit card, right? That's kind of popping up here. This is what I was talking about, that impatience. It's time to kind of be more reflective. The void often surfaces at the end of a chapter or a life phase. Again, we talked about this here with the Fool card moving into something new. When you're called to let go of that of what we know and identify with. When you're in the void, it can feel scary, as if you should be doing something. However, this card appears, it's a sure sign that the most productive thing to do is relinquish control and surrender to the changing mysteries of your life. How are you being called to surrender to the unknown mysteries of your life? And that's what we're talking about, this kind of surrender to whatever is happening right now, right? Surrender what it is that we are going through, being in a more reflective state with it here. And that kind of starting over energy will go wonders for you, Cancer, in May. All right, that was your monthly message. I hope it helped.